Hello my gamers and tax evaders alike, I've got another fucking bombshell for you. Conspiracies are fucking stupid, and people who believe them are some of the smallest brained people on this fucking planet. Now, I've been watching a lot of conspiracy theory stuff on YouTube right now, and I gotta say, it's fucking entertaining, it's interesting, and it's a fun concept to think about that there are fucking lizard people who run the government, that Mark Zuckerberg has got a fucking lizard tongue that flicks out every now and then. That's a cool concept, I like it. But if you believe it, you're a fucking moron. Now this begs the question of what are we talking about when we're saying conspiracy theories? Because there are legitimate conspiracies that have happened throughout history and are provable. There are certain things that definitely did happen. Like for example, the NSA. Everybody thought that this was a crazy fucking concept that the government was spying on everybody in the entire country. Nobody believed it. Everybody thought it was just crazy kooky people until Edward Snowden blew the whole thing open and shined a light on what the government was actually doing in real life. So you'll get conspiracies like that, and you get whistleblowers that expose the conspiracies. But then you'll take conspiracies like the Flat Earth conspiracy, which basically, what am I going to say about Flat Earth that you guys don't already know? Everybody knows that the Flat Earth conspiracy people believe that the Earth is flat. Fucking wild. The point is that there are thousands, if not millions, of conspiracies that go down the same logical path, where there's some, like, secret shadow organization that, for whatever reason, has some nefarious purpose, and for this purpose to be served, they need to make the entire population believe something which is crazy and completely untrue, like that the Earth is a globe. And that is a pretty retarded concept, because what does telling everybody that the Earth is a fucking globe accomplish? What does that do? That seems like a very roundabout way to achieve their ends, right? Doesn't that seem like a roundabout fucking way to do this? Now, there are certain conspiracies, again, that are proved to be true. I'm not going to pretend like there isn't. Like, the Alex Jones famous gay frogs rant. They're turning the fucking frogs gay. Now, that's actually true. There was something that they were putting into water that was causing frogs to change genders. It's not exactly true. They didn't turn gay. They fucking flipped genders. I'm not a frog biologist. I don't understand. I have wondered about that though, ever since I learned like that Alex Jones was right about that. I'm like, if you're a frog and you're male, do frogs have dicks? And if they have dicks, do the dicks like retract into their body and turn into vaginas? Can I make that happen to me? Theoretically? I mean, that was true. He was right about that. And then he goes on to talk about interdimensional vampire child molesters that want to come and suck the blood out of your 4-year-old son's cock, and he loses all credibility there. And don't even get me fucking started on the 9/11 conspiracies. When I was in high school, like freshman year, my friends actually started to get me to buy into that shit. Jet fuel can't melt steel beams, So the obvious solution to the fact that jet fuel doesn't burn hot enough to melt steel beams is that it was an entire conspiracy. It started from the top down of George Bush, Dick Cheney, crashing planes into the Twin Towers, or making a plane crash into the Twin Towers and then blowing it up from the fucking ground floor. That's the next logical conclusion, that's what happened? Most conspiracy theories can be taken apart very easily by something called Occam's Razor, which is the idea that if there is a problem, you have to assume that the simplest solution is the correct solution. So we've got all of this alien UFO shit that everybody conveniently stopped talking about since the papers came out, where there's UFOs that we're seeing in the atmosphere, unexplained flying objects or unidentified. Now, it's fun to say, oh my god, these are aliens, 100% for sure, but that's not the simplest solution. If you apply Occam's Razor to it, it could be a miscalibration in the tools that they were using to detect these signals, the infrared technology, whatever it may be. It could be the US government, like a secret secret test that they're doing, a foreign government secret test that they're doing. You don't have to jump immediately to it being aliens. That is not the logical conclusion. The logical conclusion is to work with the facts. If we're seeing unidentified aerial phenomena, AEPs as they call them, or I think that's what they call them, UAPs, that's what, those are the first letters of those words. You have to rule out whether or not this is a man-made thing or a natural phenomenon first, before you jump immediately to fucking aliens. It's stupid to just jump immediately to aliens. It's not necessarily aliens, and it's not necessarily aliens. It could be. We don't have the proof! And that's where most of these conspiracies fall apart. One thing that I've noticed is that a lot of the conspiracies come from an extremely religious standpoint. Like, there's a lot of conspiracy theories, and this is a relatively new one for me. I only found out about this probably within the last couple of months. But many people believe that giants were a real species, a real creature that existed. And they use the Bible as a source to back this up, claiming that there's this species mentioned in the Bible called the Nephilim, and the Nephilim are described as being like giants in the Bible. So then they basically are saying that there used to be giants on Earth. There was a tribe of giant men. Ooh, spooky. But I don't think that that was true. And you want to know why? Because we found no evidence. We found no evidence. They'll make these claims, though, that, like, the Smithsonian had evidence, like, of giant skulls, but they smashed the skulls because it didn't fit with the theory of evolution, which is not how science works. Yes, when Darwin got to the Galapagos Islands and found the birds that looked similar but had different appearances and specialized in different ways, he decided to simply nuke the Galapagos Islands and say, no, that's not true. God made birds, so can't be evolution. This can't be a thing. Let me get this out of my head. Yeah, these conspiracy theories all come from a place of mental retardation, and I think genuinely many of the people that push and promote them are mentally unwell. I mean, look at Alex Jones. The motherfucker might be right about a lot of things, but Jesus Christ, it is hard to take him seriously when he starts bringing up the interdimensional vampire baby slaughtering fucking child predators. They're coming through the dimensions and yeah, anyway, conspiracy theories are garbage and they're dumb for the most part. I do like the JFK conspiracies. Those are fun. But that's just it. That's where it ends. It's fun, it's entertainment, and as long as you don't take it too seriously, it can be a pretty good time to just enjoy it as an entertainment medium. But when you go too far and start believing that the world is flat and that there are portals that open up and let through interdimensional child molesters, and that Mark Zuckerberg is a lizard, and that Obama was born in Kenya, and Trump is literally an orange brought to life, that's when you go a little bit too far. And I think you need to take a step back and reassess reality for a second. This video was brought to you by George Soros, and it will be my final video ever. I'll see you all in hell.